Just closing down your eyes and taking 3 deep collective breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Each time you pull in on the inhale, just start to imagine this divine masculine strength coming up, giving you life force. And then surrendering back down to the earth. Pulling in through the inhale, connecting up through the central channel of your body, up into the farther sky and the farther heavens. And releasing back down to the earth. Continuing that breath in your own time. Feeling the waves rise and fall. As your feet start to connect with the earth, you find yourself in a desert. Sand beneath your toes, barefoot on the ground. Just standing in that space and starting to connect with the feeling of the sand and the desert beneath your feet. Breathe it in, surrender it back. Start to notice how steady you are on the ground. Perhaps you feel a little shaky or uncertain. And as you stand on that sand, you look up into the night sky. Start to see the unified field of consciousness, the star nations and the galaxies, connected and interconnected dimensionally and galactically. Until 3 stars start to catch your attention and you are drawn in to their beautiful symmetry. And your feet start to walk towards those stars as they shine brighter and brighter, calling you home to Sirius. As you walk across the sand, you feel the wind, and you wrap yourself up a little more in your scarf, cocooning yourself, but feeling alive, honoring the element of air, honoring the element of earth. You start to walk towards those stars, towards the lights. And as you get closer, you see 3 beautiful structures in front of you, majestic and tall. You feel drawn towards them. And as you approach the first structure, it's the Pyramid of Truth. And as you enter into the Pyramid of Truth, through the open portal, you start to explore inside. And as you walk through this magnificent Pyramid of Truth, through this structure, you see an altar in the distance. So you walk towards the altar, and on that altar is a message for you. A message to guide you home to your truth. You pick up the message. Perhaps it's a symbol, perhaps it's an object, perhaps it's a word or a sentence. Just notice what that message of truth is for you. Just place it in your heart. And as you look up, you honor the direction of up, of above, of the sky, of the star nations, of the custodians of the heavens. And as you look below, you give thanks to the earth, to the mother, for sharing the truth. And you leave that pyramid and you approach the next pyramid, the Pyramid of Courage. As you step through the portal into the Pyramid of Courage, you see something hanging on the wall. So you approach it. Once again, there's a message for you. A message of encouragement, where you need to find more courage. Notice what it is. Perhaps it's an image. Perhaps it's a symbol. Perhaps it's a word or a sentence on papyrus. Just take a moment to absorb that message of courage and draw it into your heart and into your solar plexus. Once again, giving honor and gratitude to the direction of above, to the custodians of the heaven and the star nations and the guardians of the galaxies. Giving honor and great gratitude to below, to your ancestors and Mother Earth. Those two beautiful gifts in your heart, you leave the pyramid and you approach the third pyramid, the Pyramid of Divine Wisdom, of inner fire. And as you enter through the portal of that pyramid, in the center of the pyramid is a beautiful fire, glowing bright. And as you approach the fire, you get to place something inside of the fire that you no longer wish to hold on to. It's time to burn it away. Whatever it is, place it into the fire and watch it sparkle and crackle. Watch the fire create its magical alchemy as it takes away whatever it is that needs to be shed and burnt. You do 3 loops around the fire, walking around, honoring the element of fire. And you exit the third pyramid. And as you do, you see a stream a beautiful river, the River Nile. And as you approach the river, you bend down to give honor and thanks to the element of water that washes away, that purifies and cleanses. And in the river, you place what you want to surrender. And watch it float away. And as you stand once more and look up at the stars, we give honor and thanks to each of the directions. To the east, for new beginnings where the sun rises. To the south, to the masculine, where the sun is at its highest point in the summer night sky. To the west, where the sun sets and there is death and rebirth. To the north, the stillness and the quietness of the winter sky. To the direction of above, to the stars and the galaxies and the star nations. To below, to our ancestors and the great divine Mother Earth. In the direction of within, into your heart. And as you place your hands on your heart, honoring your journey, honoring your gifts, and honoring your inner light, the images around you start to fade, swirl away. You find yourself back where you are, grounded, present and connected. Taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sitting a little taller, a lot more courage, your lioness. And just slowly, when you're ready, starting to just sway your body, creating space and movement. Calling forth your divine feminine energy. Knowing that you are free and safe to surrender through the safety of the masculine. And slowly bringing your body back to a neutral point. Placing your hands in a prayer position in front of your heart, in front of your third eye, above your crown, below into your womb space, and connecting your hands to the ground, to the mother. In your own time, just slowly rubbing your hands together, creating some friction and some heat, and placing it somewhere on your body that needs some extra healing. And in your own time, opening your eyes, coming back into the space.